Let's see here, 3:38 on a Tuesday afternoon. Had the wet start this morning, and then in the 8 o'clock hour, that ended. We broke into scattered showers, and some of the computer modeling correct in that we haven't seen that much total rain scattered about this afternoon. But if you're out and about later today, this evening on this Tuesday, the scattered shower chance still exists. So keep an eye to the sky. I do want to touch on this. So yesterday, the modeling was correct in that Monday did pick up an inch of daytime rain. So for the calendar day on Monday, which was the 10th day of April, PDX picked up 1.06 inches of rain. There were higher amounts in Salem, for example. But that for the airport here in Portland was a record for the date. And what's impressive is our April rain total, as of early this morning, not including today's shower activity, was already over 3 inches and already nearly 2 inches above normal. Here's what's interesting. The normal April, for the entire 30 days of the month, we typically get 2.89 inches of rain. We've already seen more than that, and we're not even halfway through. So we'll see how much rain we get. Last year, you may recall, April set several records. One of them was the wettest April in the record books all time out at the airport with 5.73 inches of rain. So we did not have 3 inches of rain a year ago through the first 11 days of the month. So we'll see how close to that record we get. The water year, by the way, is in good shape. I mean, we're not blowing anything away, but yesterday's rain actually got us a little bit above normal, 29.32. That's the total that starts October 1. We'll keep track of it through September 30th for the water year. Just about an inch above normal, basically the amount that we picked up yesterday. So some good news there. I did touch on this yesterday, and we'll bring it up again today because today is the anniversary of what was 1 year ago on the 11th day of April, 1.6 inches of snow, basically an inch and a half accumulated on the ground out at the airport. That was the first time in the month of April PDX had ever seen manageable rainfall. Those records go back to around 1940. We had 2 inches in downtown. That broke the record for the latest manageable rainfall in the spring season, the 11th day of April. And again, other areas picked up more. Oregon City, just a little bit of a dusting. We saw similar amounts out in Beaverton. We had as much as 6 inches in the West Hills up in elevation in downtown Portland. This was 180 feet up in Kelso, 6 inches of snow. There were higher amounts in some of the upper elevations of Clark County. But it was a bona fide early morning snow in some of those areas a year ago, if you remember that. What happened was we had a solid band of moisture. In fact, the day itself got over an inch of liquid water. And the moisture rates were heavy enough in the morning that it pulled down cold air and it switched everything to snow, and that's what we ended up with. I looked back at the forecast, and the Weather Service did have an advisory for potential overnight early morning snow that came out the day before. So by that account, there was a heads up for this, but it was pretty amazing that we had, for the first time ever, manageable snow in the month of April. There was also a bit of snow on today's date, or excuse me, tomorrow's date, which was 0.3 inches, just a little bit under half of an inch. And there's a chance we get some snow overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So if true, we'll see if we can get up to 0.3 of an inch of snow, which is basically what we had on tomorrow's date a year ago. Okay, back to today. Pretty nice. This is my newest camera. I used to have a camera out at Lewis River as part of my network. Now the camera's back. This is a beautiful shot. And if I get out of the way and point right there, that is the Lewis River. If you haven't been out there, it is a beautiful piece of property. They have new ownership. They're really whipping the golf course back in shape. I was out there over the weekend. They've remodeled or refurbished the clubhouse. The restaurant's back. It's really a great property up along the Lewis River outside of Woodland. Anyway, beautiful partly cloudy skies. Much of the area is seeing some decent, remind me tomorrow, some decent sunshine this afternoon. Okay, so what's going on? Let's get you into the forecast. Here's a satellite picture, low pressure system offshore, another one. This is all still cold air out in the Pacific. See this band of clouds right here? This is going to come inland this evening. And it's kind of a reinforcing shot of cold air. It's behind this little band of clouds that the snow level, which is currently between 1,500 and 2,000 feet, will actually drop below 1,000 feet. So this is the cold air advection that comes in overnight tonight into tomorrow morning and gives us the threat of some low sticking snow spots, at least less than 1,000 feet. Maybe some spots, especially up in Clark County, could get some snow below 500 feet. It would be not much. If you live in a spot and you get an inch or two of snow tomorrow morning, It would be wet snow. It would quickly melt away once the daytime temperatures start to rise and the sun gets going. But with that said, courtesy of KGW TV, where I do the sunrise show Monday through Friday, this is their Futurecast model. And this is tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., 3 in the morning. The blue is snow. Notice how the green is rain, and then that kind of salmon color is a mix. So this shows at 3 in the morning a mixture of rain and snow in the air with temperatures generally below 1,000 feet. I think are going to hold above 32 degrees. But you can always get some cold pockets around the area. So just realize that we could have snow in the air or maybe some dustings of snow tomorrow morning. This is the same Futurecast model at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And it shows widespread snow banking up into the Cascade foothills and actually out into the gorge. And remember, it's showery precipitation, so there's no signs that anything would last very long. The current timing of this shows by 5 a.m. whatever we would get is already moving out. So anyway, again, the main thing there is just to note that cold air is coming in tonight and snow levels get surprisingly low once again. Let me see if I can get the map to change. Here we go. All right. So if you are traveling, early this morning, there was some snow over Government Camp and all the Cascade passes. But during the day, it's warmed up enough, the ODOT's been able to get all those highways clean. So I expect this to be the trend tomorrow too. Some early snow potentially on Highway 26 up at Government Camp. Here's Frog Lake. There's US 26 on Highway 35. That's over by Mount Hood Meadows. In the afternoon, everything would go pretty clean like you're seeing right now. Current temperatures at 3:30 in the morning, or 3:30 this afternoon, 3:30 this afternoon. It's cold. Timberline 25, Meadows 29, Skibo 31. But again, with these temperatures at pass level, 32 at Frog Lake, Government Camp's been right around freezing, and there's 30 at US 35. So that's warm enough that if there is snow in the morning, those roadways will get nice and clean again. Could be some early morning snow over the Coast Range in the morning, but again, if that's the case, once the sun gets up and we get into the warming hours of the daylight, that would quickly melt away. So the forecast headlines, just the type of cold, showery pattern that we have become incredibly used to repeats itself tomorrow, and to a lesser degree repeats itself on Thursday. But for tomorrow, snow levels under 1,000 feet after midnight tonight going into tomorrow. Snow levels during the day will rise up and get higher. Rain snow mix early morning. Anything that sticks would quickly melt away. And then like today, we're getting back into daytime sunbreak showers of hail. Here's the deal though. Tomorrow, remember the air, if the air was this cold today with a snow level of 1,500 to 2,000 feet, the air tomorrow with the early snow level below 1,000 feet gets to be that cold. And as the air gets colder and colder aloft, we become increasingly unstable. So there's absolutely a better or a heightened chance tomorrow afternoon of seeing some scattered downpours with hail. We'll see if we get it or not. Again, forecast models don't put out a lot of precipitation tomorrow, but certainly in spotty areas, we can get some cumulus storm clouds building up. And then Thursday morning, I'm not going to tell you there's a 0% chance of moisture, but Thursday morning could be dry, or at least mostly dry, and then we would see some showers pick up during the afternoon. And then right now, it still looks like Friday's dry. Before I get to the 7-day, here's the latest outlook information. Let me tell you, there's nothing new here, okay? This is the Weather Service. The one I grabbed is their outlook technically for April 18th through the 24th. But if you look at the outlooks from now until the 18th, they are below normal. If you look at the outlooks from the 24th, 25th of April through the end of the month, they are below normal. So all information says that overall, we might have a warm day here and there, but overall, we're going to continue to see colder than normal temperatures with above normal precipitation all the way through the final days of April. So we have 19 more days to go. So here's the cold weather, all of the West. We're kind of in the bullseye of high confidence of colder temperatures. We're in the we're in the bullseye of above normal rainfall. Again, we've already had over 3 inches. So confidence is high. We're at least going to get over 4 for the month of April. And normal is less than 3. So that's really wet, really chilly stuff for this time of the year. The normal daytime high, by the way, right now is 61, and the normal low is 43. Real quick, I just grabbed, these are the American GFS models. I just grabbed a couple snapshots to illustrate the active cold pattern continuing. This is Monday of next week. So again, we have a cold front that either comes in Sunday or Monday of next week. The models are back and forth. This is the cold upper level low with that system. 540 millibars, that blue line I look at for the polar jet proximity is down to our south. That's another very cold pool of air. Snow levels could easily be less than 2,000 feet. And then Wednesday of next week, it's the same low that just hangs out. So the point here is the cold air settles in, it hangs for several days, and we get several more days of scattered showers, probably some sun breaks, maybe some hail. and snow showers continuing up in the Cascades. And then a totally different system, April 24th, cold upper level low. Again, we're in that polar jet cold air. Here is a different system on the 27th of April, not as chilly, but still 546 with a polar jet near us and a northwest flow bringing down chilly air and some more snow for the Cascades. So that's just a snapshot of this continued active, chilly, wet weather. 7-day numbers. Don't be shocked if you wake up in the morning and see a snowflake. Otherwise, it'll be scattered showers, sun breaks, a high of about 50, maybe some spotty downpours of hail. Thursday is a quieter day, maybe dry in the morning, a few afternoon showers. Friday, still dry. That's a nice day, 37 to 58. Technically, that would average below normal. Saturday may end up being dry. I've chosen not to change this forecast Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The modeling that came out early this morning kind of backed off on the rain chances for Sunday. And I think at this point, the models just aren't sure what they're going to do with that next front. Will it come in Sunday? Will it hold off until Monday? How much moisture? How strong will the front be or not? So let's just hold everything and realize that the modeling hasn't really locked in on that next cold front coming. So for now, we'll go Saturday, a good chance of dry weather. Maybe there's a shower later in the day. Partly sunny to clouds increasing, 62. Sunday, maybe not that wet, but certainly developing showers looks to be a decent bet right now. And then if the front's going to be in here somewhere Sunday or Monday, so that'd be rain at times Monday, and then still cool into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So the message there is, if you have plans Sunday, Monday of next week, let's just hold on until the models start to lock in, okay? Thank you for using my weather product here. PortlandWeather.com is my weather site. And hit subscribe if you haven't. I'll talk to you soon.